Du smakar den.
This year it's definitely a whole year worth of parsley, and that's so exciting. So he woke up. Yeah, so I don't really ask for anything in my videos. The viewing hour count. So this is what you will need for one batch of the beet hummus. You need about 200, 230 or 250 even, doesn't matter, of already boiled chickpeas, 1 lemon, and about 300 grams of beets, 2 garlic cloves. This is what my garlic cloves turned out this year, so I would say this is about the size of 2. So I'm gonna do 4 batches. I'm gonna peel, like rinse, peel and boil the beets, and then I'm just gonna mix this all together with tahini and oil and such. I'm gonna show you. Look at that beautiful color. I'm not sure it's showing up on camera, but it was so easy and so delicious. So this one is going straight to the freezer. These 3 I had to put in temporary containers because I need to buy more of these smaller ones. I'm gonna keep them in the fridge, and I'm gonna divide them in 2, I think. Because this is a perfect serving, so it was quite a lot. I'm gonna give away some to my mom as well, I think. But that's a really nice way to use your beets. Oj, ska vi se. Inte få med något fler kryp här. Och så gör vi så här. Så. Ja. Du smakar den. Vad bra. Vad duktig. Ja, det är persilja. Oj, ja, den kommer du nog sätta i halsen. Usch, vad är stort skriven. Ja. Ja. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that beet hummus recipe. I have a lot more to preserve. Here is a huge basket full of herbs. It's a bunch of parsley, thyme, chives, like quite a lot. And then I just harvested this huge eggplant that needed to be harvested. I have a bunch of summer squash, zucchini, eggplants that I am going to preserve as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to get all of this into this video, but I'm gonna film that probably, because I make a really yummy, like pre-prepped pasta sauce that I freeze, and I use a bunch of really nice vegetables and herbs as well with tomato sauce. And if you have your own tomatoes, mine are not ripe yet, my sauce tomatoes, then feel free to use them, even better. But yeah, so I'm gonna start by just rinsing all of these herbs, and then I'm gonna put out towels here, and whatever I have time to do before my son wakes up, I'm gonna do. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep them in the fridge, rolled up in the towels like that. They keep for days. So yeah, I have 2 dedicated towels here. I'll probably need more, but I'm gonna start with that, and I'm gonna do like herb by herb. So I'm gonna start by rinsing the parsley. Maybe these ones I'm just gonna put on a paper towel actually. And they can dry out. Then just get out this and put as much parsley as I can, and I use my salad spinner to really like dry it out, get any excess water out. Because when I go to freeze these, I want them to be completely dry, otherwise they can get freezer burnt. Oh, I already actually harvested and froze like double this amount of parsley. It's just insane, and I probably have just as much still on the plant, so I'm gonna get a 3rd round, I think. So this year it's definitely a whole year worth of parsley, and that's so exciting. I'm gonna try to be as quiet as I can. I'm just gonna be quiet. I have, as I mentioned, I'm in my fridge right now, this huge basket here full of bell peppers that I harvested last night. This was from like 2 plants, I think. This one is crazy prolific. I think it's called Faring Tender, but I'm gonna leave the name here. So what I'm gonna do with these is just basically rinse them and chop them up and put them in the freezer so I can use them this winter or fall in cooking. The ones that are coming in from the plants fresh, we're gonna eat fresh, or I'm gonna do them stuffed. So we have a lot more coming. So I'm gonna rinse these. And excuse the mess in the background here. I live a family, like a really busy family life. I also harvested a bunch of beautiful cherry tomatoes last night. And in here, if you're interested, this is all of the last year's produce that I'm kind of trying to use up. This is bell peppers that I use for like stir fries. These are all green bell peppers though, unripe. That I think maybe I will compost because I don't find myself using them. They're not a green variety of bell pepper, they just didn't ripen. And now I have a bunch of ripe bell peppers that I prefer, but here I have like shredded zucchini for zucchini bread. I'm gonna make zucchini bread this week. And then here I have shredded carrots, diced carrots from last year. And I have used a bunch of carrots from this year's garden too. And here I have almost a kilo of green tomatoes from last year, and I have already made a green tomato marmalade a bunch of times. It looks like this. I've used it so much, I love it. So I'm gonna make a batch of that someday now, so that I can have space for this year produce. And here I basically have all my herbs. I have actually used a bit because it was raining, I didn't want to go outside, and that's exactly why I freeze them. But yeah, a bunch of herbs in here. Damn freezer. And here you can actually see what are the new, like this year's thyme and last year's thyme. They get a lot more like woody stems. Just gonna dry out here. I'm probably not gonna film me cutting them up and putting in the freezer because that's, or dry them because that's pretty basic, and I have filmed that on my YouTube before. And then I'm just gonna put these bell peppers on here on like a paper. So he woke up. I don't know how this video is gonna be. I hope you enjoyed whatever it turned out to be. Try that beet hummus, it was really nice. And I just wanted to show you like what I've been harvested and preserving and freezing and cooking lately. Because I don't have time, unfortunately, to share everything. But I try to get as much as I can. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, I don't know, whirlwind of a video. I don't know how it turned out. I have been very busy with my son. He's very active right now and it's really fun, but yeah, so I don't really ask for anything in my videos, but there is one criteria for monetization, or like being able to do this into a job in the future. And I've already hit the subscriber count and I'm so grateful for that, but the viewing hour count, that's insanely hard to reach. And it's gone down lately, and I think it's because I've started to post shorts. I do post 2 videos a week, 1 long and 1 short. Why not keep it in the background, or if you get busy then come back and watch the rest. It's the Swede in me that don't wanna ask for things, but I would be so grateful, I can't even explain. I have been working so hard the last few years with like full-time jobs, being pregnant, having a baby and all of that, and I still make sure to do all of the projects that I do and film them and edit them and then post them once a week. Because I think it's so much fun, I love it, but I am really striving to, after my maternity leave, to have this as a potential job, and that would be my dream. So thank you so much for being here and watching and being subscribed, liking and commenting, and for watching a little bit longer, hopefully. So thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.